Welcome to another Planet Playground journey. This week I'm travelling across Spain.
Along its east coast and to its islands. To witness three iconic football experiences, all with rich stadium stories. I'll be experiencing a match day in Valencia at the Mestalla.
The Mestalla has come alive on this Sunday afternoon.
From its pre-match orchestra.
This is wonderful.
To its incredible stadium. I'll travel north by train to Barcelona and to a pre-match bar with a view.
Cheers.
And soak up Barcelona's temporary home at the city's Olympic Stadium. I'll then take the ferry and finish my journey on the island of Mallorca, where carnival meets football.
I'm loving this, it's such a carnival atmosphere.
And my journey starts here in Valencia. Valencia is home to one of the world's most iconic football stadiums, the Mestalla.
I'm staying at the Hotel El Siglo, which is right next to the Plaza de la Reina in Valencia's city centre, also known as the Queen's Square, which is home to Valencia's cathedral. Stay here and you'll find the Mestalla within a 20-minute walk away, just a mile away to the southeast in fact. En route to the Mestalla, you'll pass the old sea gate, Porta de la Mar. Once upon a time, it would open, allowing access from the city to the road leading to Valencia's port. Next, you'll cross the Flower Bridge, which cuts through Torrilla Garden, an extraordinary public park that now occupies what was once the riverbed of the Torrilla River. And just a bit further down the road, there it is, the Mestalla.
I'm loving this, it's such a carnival atmosphere.
The Mestalla's atmosphere, history and iconic attributes welcome you straight away. It's as though the stadium is saying, what took you so long? Right, settle in, get a beer and enjoy. Speaking of that drink, the El Parc bar is right opposite the Mestalla and you can grab a beer for €3. The Mestalla boasts so much history from its opening in 1923 and has been through many renovations. It was severely damaged in 1957 when the Torrilla River broke its banks. That flood led to the city making the decision to reroute the river away from the city centre. The stadium was chosen for Spain's games during the 1982 World Cup and during the 1992 Summer Olympics. In Barcelona, Spain played all of their matches apart from the final at the Mestalla. It goes without saying, this is a stadium that holds tradition closely, and one of its unique pre-match routines is about to get underway.
Name me another football club who has a live orchestra playing outside the stadium pre-match.
As it turns out, the orchestra is just the build-up to the Valencia team bus arriving. It's a great moment when the Valencia team bus arrives and really sets up the anticipation for the match ahead.
This is wonderful.
Once the Valencia team have been welcomed by their fans and visitors alike, the orchestra comes down to pavement level. If you've never been to the Mestalla before, make sure you enjoy this experience before going in to the stadium.
Time to head into the Mestalla Stadium for the first of my 3 football matches across Spain.
I had a ticket in the north stand of the Mestalla, and by the way, I'll run you through how to get tickets for the Mestalla later on in this video. When you reach the top concourse though, the views you get are magnificent, but the view inside is even better.
There is always that moment, isn't there, when you come to a football stadium for the first time, that anticipation and excitement about seeing the green grass and the stadium from within, and it is that time. So let me show you.
So have a look at this inside the Mestalla, and amazingly its capacity is less than 50,000. It looks much bigger when you're actually there. I'll tell you what else looks big: the steps heading to my seat.
This is such an impressive stadium. The steps are very steep. But once you get to your seat, if you're up here on the upper tier, the views across the city, especially as the sun starts to dip, are incredible. What a way to see Valencia and one of its sporting, cultural, iconic events to get to as well.
Finally made it to the top of the Mestalla, and one thing that crosses my mind is an evening kickoff is the perfect time to be at the Mestalla. As you'll see later, the sunset is spectacular on a clear day. Mind you, make sure you bring a cap and maybe some suntan lotion. It is boiling up here. So as the first half gets underway, to be honest, it's quite easy to forget there's a football match going on. With the atmosphere, the views, the stadium, there's so much for your eyes to take in. They're not lying when they say the Mestalla is one stadium you have to visit. As long as you're not scared of heights, just look at the gradient of the stands.
Every visitor that I've heard at the Mestalla Stadium today has used words like wow and what a stadium it is, and they're right. This is a wonderful footballing venue. In many ways then, it's a shame that Valencia are moving away from this stadium very soon.
Welcome to the new Mestalla, being built once again after years of delay.
This is where Valencia will play their football from 2027.
Valencia have said they're doing everything they can to make sure the tradition of the old Mestalla moves across to this new stadium. Let's hope they make a good job out of it.
It's hard to judge, isn't it, when it's a construction site like this. I think the one big thing that will be missed when Valencia move to this stadium is the city location of the current Mestalla. It's so handy if you're staying in a city centre hotel, and it provides that atmosphere of being in the city. Lots going on around it, bars and cafes, and I'm sure all that will come around the stadium once it's up and running. It is said that this stadium could be hosting games for the 2030 World Cup. It will be magnificent to see it in full bloom in a few years' time.
For now, though, it's time to savour the Mestalla, and there's been a goal.
Valencia has scored! They want no other home at the Mestalla! The Mestalla has come alive on this Sunday afternoon.
A goal for Valencia turned the Mestalla into a cauldron of noise. At precisely the same time, the sun started to dip below the horizon, creating, quite possibly, one of the most magical sights in football.
Well, as the sun sets on Valencia's win here today, this place, the Mestalla, is going to be missed once the team move to their new stadium. It is one of the greats. And if you can make it over here before their projected 2027 move to their new stadium, make sure you get here.
Valencia held on for all 3 points at the Mestalla today, and if you want to attend, it's actually quite simple to get a ticket via Valencia's club website. My ticket for this match costs just €30, and also you've got a pretty good chance of getting a ticket on match days at the Mestalla's box office. It's worth it just for scenes like this. Next week, I travel north from Valencia up Spain's east coast to Barcelona.
Finally, Barcelona have scored!
As I soak up a Barcelona game at the city's Olympic Stadium and find some gems along the way.
As far as pre-match bars go, this one is pretty special. Cheers.
Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to catch up with next week's episode in Barcelona right here, and you can explore much more of our world through its great sports events and adventures across my Sports Travel Tom channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and please do comment with any questions.